what changes need to be made to FIFA in order to save the game? Let's get into this.
Take me to that place called Wonderland. Take me to that place where pain doesn't stand.
Hey guys, Finn here, that is FYNN, and I'm going to list 5 things that need to be changed in FIFA. It's quite a popular topic at the moment, and I know lots of people are doing it, but yeah, I'm doing it too. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is the Man of the Match award. I think it gets quite boring after every game just seeing your player ratings, who's done well and everything at the end of the game. They've got a whatever 9.0 rating for the game, yet there's no award for it, there's no whatever. So I think after every game they should just walk up to a stand and at least collect a Man of the Match award or something like that, just to make it a bit more realistic, not just everyone just walking off the field. They don't have to necessarily give an interview or anything like that, because that'd be very complicated, because obviously you need many voices in the game. But I think they should just walk up to it. The captain gives it to the best player of the game, or whoever gives it to the best player of the game, maybe the manager. And yeah, just to make it a bit more realistic, because that's seriously missing from the game, because you do get that if it's a hat-trick, you get the ball from the game. But I think a Man of the Match award would do really well, and not just like in the main menus like they do with other awards and stuff. Well, they don't even do that with the Man of the Match. So I think that could make it a bit more personal, and it could be just like you could feel a bit more connected to your team, if that makes sense. Next one. Okay, I want to talk about the fact that form should impact a player's potential, and it shouldn't be fixed. I've heard many YouTubers talk about this lately, and it's a big problem. Okay, so for instance, let's say a player has a certain potential. I think Martial or Rashford have an 89 potential or something like that. So no matter how well they play, that will always be their potential. Okay, or same as Salah, 89 potential. But if you think about it, I've always, as long as I've played FIFA, it's very rare that the best players get the most goals, but yet they do end up with the highest rating. So it actually has nothing to do with it whatsoever. Okay, so what needs to happen is, say for instance, a player does like a phenomenal job, but yet whether let's say his potential in the start of the game is 86, but he goes and he becomes one of the top scorers in the league, it should move up to an 88 or an 89 and not just be stuck at an 86 just because it's programmed like that. It should be a bit more realistic in forms of, because we know many players who, when they were younger, they were thought to be great players in the future, but they didn't quite hit the mark. Okay, so obviously their potential was lowered. Okay, so that should be implemented in FIFA, not just a fixed potential, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, next one is banner creations, which is in PES. I'm a huge fan of that, and what people used to do a year or two ago, this is the example everyone uses, is you would customize your banner and you would say Wenger out, and the banners around the stadium would say Wenger out. Okay, now obviously that's different because Wenger doesn't manage Arsenal anymore, but overall I think that could just be a very realistic thing. You can make it something that's very relatable to the current situation that's happening in your club. You could, for instance, Manchester United could do the 20 Ole Legend thing on theirs and put that in the stadium, and it'll just feel more realistic. Have Red Devil, you can put that around, and you can just make it your own stadium, and you can feel a bit more at home. You can put your manager's name there and whatever. And talking about managers brings me to my fourth one, which is manager movement. Okay, now by that I don't mean like physical movement. I mean managers need to move around a bit more. They need to go from club to club. If they're not performing, they need to get out. I mean, I've seen where, for instance, at Chelsea will come 10th or whatever, and like the manager will obviously stay there. Okay, and it's not very realistic that a manager stays there. He needs to move around, or at least we should have the ability to edit them to go around, like in PES. As I said, you have the ability to move a manager from one club to another. Okay, because as I said, last year a big problem was 15 years. I think that's how long you can make a career mode save. But in 15 years time, Arsene Wenger wouldn't be the Arsenal manager, because he would be ancient by then. Okay, so I think they just need to implement it and add a very more like real life aspect to that, because that's a big problem. As I said, like the older managers, it's also extremely unrealistic they'll be around managing in 15 years time. So they should also be able to retire. Final one I want to talk about There's testimonial matches for players that are leaving the club or retiring that they need to score a certain amount of goals, be there for a certain amount of time. As I said, PES do this kind of stuff. Like PES really is sending a high mark for FIFA, and FIFA have the ability to do this, but they don't. For instance, if Messi played for like his whole life at Barcelona, when he retires, he should have a testimonial of all the players that he's been with throughout his career, or like the best players in the testimonial match, just to say goodbye. We need that kind of thing in FIFA, once again, just because it's realistic and FIFA have that ability to do it. That's why I think they should be able to do it, and it's a huge problem. They really need to fix that. I think FIFA's really going downhill and it needs to be saved, okay? But otherwise, if you did enjoy my intro and outro music, please, that is in the description below. I'm so close to hitting 40 subscribers. Okay, not that close, but I really want your help to hit it by the end of Feb, so please help me hit 40 subscribers. My Instagram and Facebook there, that's also in the description down below. So as I said, help me reach 40 subscribers. I'm trying my hardest out here. Hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Finn, FYNN. Cheers.
I knew it, I am just going to cool it.